good afternoon, good morning, good evening, as usual, wherever this message finds you. Hannah here, marketing strategy coach for well-being conscious entrepreneurs. And today's conversation is about the 5 keys that I have learned to a heart-led strategy. And if you just give me one moment, I just need to share this video. If you're watching live, hello and welcome, and tell me where you're tuning in from. I would love to know who is watching. Just give me some moment to let Facebook do its thing and let people know that I started the live. As usual, things look quite slow today. I'm sorry if my internet cuts off. Hi, who's watching? Let me know. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Today's conversation is about the 5 keys that I have grasped over the course of time on this online space to a heart-led strategy. And some people may think, how is that possible when they think heart-led and business or marketing together? I just copied that and we can get started. So yes, it is possible. Actually, it is possible to have a strategy that is aligned to your values and your goals, and also allows you to remain authentic in your marketing and business. So thanks for the love. Tell me who's watching. Tell me who's watching so that I can see that. So hi everyone. Hi Jenny. Let me know where you're tuning in from. So I'll just get right on and start, yeah, so we don't waste more time. So most people won't feel like they can hear heart-led and strategy in the same sentence, but it is possible to implement. And I know I've tried many strategies in the last 4 years, the tricks, the tactics, a lot of the time, especially in the time of when I was blogging, in my blog, Naturally Hannah, it came to a point where I just felt so misaligned. The certain things I was doing that just felt icky or pushy, it no longer resonated with me. I knew I had to change. And since then, I have adapted ways that really, truly resonate with me. Why? Because I have decided most of the time to just listen to my intuition and flow. Yes, I have learned strategy. Yes, I have learned how to use the tools. But before we can tap into that, then before we can tap into our message and really our passion and purpose, what we're trying to do here, the tools and the tactics and the strategies that we choose might not be aligned. So that's really important. So it's the marketing strategy that's not only aligned to me, but also with my audience, for them to resonate with my message, and allows me to nurture them and guide them since I've started for the last 9 months in my coaching business, but I've been in the online business for the last 5 years. And this has really allowed me to be me, to show up here, which, by the way, has never been easy for me. So we all have that. But it's really allowed me to be me. And I guess what? There is also a chance for you to be you. In fact, a lot of people tell me, oh, because I don't like the way people do things. You know, I think I've spoken about this in my last live video. Really and truly, you have to be you. It is so important to show up authentically you in the best way possible, in the real version of yourself, to attract the right people into your business. We don't want to be acting or pretending to be this other person, because ultimately your clients want to feel connected to you and they want to know what it's like to work with you, right? I mean, there's no sugarcoating it. I was influenced by many in the social scene, and I often found myself trying to fit into certain personality types that at the end were simply not me, which then led me nowhere. It got me absolutely no results other than feeling more disconnected with myself than I have ever been. So what happened in the last since January, I decided to heavily invest in myself. And not only in amazing coaches that guided me in the last 11 months, but also invested in my energy and time to myself to overcome the resistances and finally give myself permission to be me. And this was the trick at the end of the day. I probably lost some followers, yes, but that's okay, because I've gained so many new followers and quality connections, and some of which who have turned into amazing back. Have I felt like throwing in the towel along the way? Yes, but I didn't. In fact, since then, I've grown a group of 130 amazing people. Again, it's not about the quantity, it's about the quality of people in that group. And really having those conversations and building that reputation with the people that I have guided and nurtured in this time. So today I'm here to talk about the 5 keys that have led me to what I call a heart-led strategy, which is part of my abundance flow that I teach in my private coaching program. So number 1 is finding your authentic business flow. What does this mean? Yes, Jenny, quality over quantity. Definitely. So really, first of all, understanding what are your values? What do you represent as a person? Okay, you want, if integrity, authenticity, if these are part of you, then you need to be running your business with those values, ensuring that you do things as truthfully as it is, as that time, as authentically as you are in that space. Okay, and this will attract like-minded people. They will see that in you. They will share those values and they will value the importance of that. Also, identifying your skills and your strengths. What are you great at? What do you love to do in your business? What are the areas and the tasks and everything that has to do with running your business? What are you really good at, and what do you actually love to do? Is what you're doing filling you with energy or draining you? You know, yesterday I was in a mastermind and we were discussing this actually. There are certain things that we're actually good at, but it doesn't mean that we love to do it. In fact, it ends up leaving us feeling depleted. I know oftentimes I am put in situations where I need to coordinate people. I'm good at it. It's what I've always done. I've led teams, I've built marketing teams and sales teams. I've held events, I've held loads of meetings and conferences and events and parties. But I found out later on that even though I'm good at it, it bloody depletes my energy. So I don't really love to do it, you know what I mean? So yeah, really finding out what is it that you love to do. Is it filling you with energy or not? And the strategy that you are following, is it energizing you or depleting you? So I invite you to ask yourself these questions, you know, just maybe journal them down. If you're watching the replay, maybe you want to pause the video and really tune into that. Write down all the skills and strengths and all the tasks that you love to do and those that you don't necessarily feel so energized with. Now, I know that you might be thinking, oh, well, I don't like to do marketing. So I better do that, have someone do that for me. Well, I will get to this point later on. In the meantime, I'll go on to number 2. So number 1, finding your authentic business flow. Number 2, understanding and accepting where you are on the entrepreneurial journey. Oh, thank you, Anirudra. I hope that is pronounced correctly. And thank you, Jenny. Wow, I love your energy and you come across as someone easy to be with. Look forward to a chat soon. Thank you, Jenny. Me too. Hop into my inbox sometime soon. Let's have a quick chat. So on number 2, understanding and accepting where you are on the entrepreneurial journey. And I will start by saying, stop comparing yourself to others. This is such a dangerous trap because every time you compare yourself to someone, is a moment lost in actually taking action in your business. I'll let you sit with that for a second. Each moment you're spending comparing yourself with others is a moments that you're not taking action in your own business. A lot of the time we aspire to be like others, or we want to be where others are in their business. But what happens is that we look at the strategies and the tools and the tactics that they are using now in their business that may not necessarily be what we need right now if you are just starting out, if you're still building up that audience, if you're still gaining that authority and gaining trust, actually, in your space. So what happens is that we try to adopt strategies that are made for growing your business when we haven't done the groundwork yet. And what happens when we do that is it fails. Okay. This is why we call them marketing growth strategies. For example, when you do advertising spend, funneling, sending traffic, these are all great tools to utilize and leverage. But if you don't have the groundwork, it is likely to be very ineffective. That's going to result in losing lots of money, wasting lots of energy. And this is when people come to tell me, oh, social media doesn't work, because we didn't quite do it the right way round, right? And this is, like I said yesterday, expecting people to just fall on our lap. Trying to, even if you have a budget, great. If you have a budget, like I would also recommend doing some spend, but doing it very strategically. There are certain things you need to do first so that your spend is going to be super effective in terms of conversions. So sorry, I'm just having a look at my notes. I don't want to miss out on anything. Yes, again, you must also you must know that ads are very effective, but there's that groundwork, that organic outreach that you need to be doing, and a clear strategy before you actually start spending that money. Ads are not what's the word, super effective. You don't get it right usually immediately. There's a period of trying and testing. So if you're ready to go through that, then I suggest you work with an expert in ads. In the Facebook group Aligned Digital Marketing, I have an interview with a Facebook ad expert, so I encourage you to go there if you're ready to take the step, because there are some real golden nuggets that he would normally charge hundreds and hundreds for. So you should go there. So yeah, you want to be doing that organic work. So understanding where you are on the entrepreneurial journey and accepting that is going to make things seem so much simpler. Okay, this is the reason why we overwhelm ourselves, because we look at what everybody else is doing and we forget that they're on chapter 10 and we're on chapter 1 or 2 or 3, whatever, wherever you are, right? So comparing ourselves to others is sometimes very counterproductive. And that leads me, just one more point on this. In fact, even I have been on the online space for a while, and specifically for my marketing coaching business, mostly active since March. I have only just started doing some trials and testing, but I'm not spending so much money. I'm just looking at the type of videos that are going to start being more effective. But there's still a lot that I need to be doing and showing Facebook, giving Facebook the right data, so that later on when I do come to spend, it's going to be more effective. My return on investment will be more effective. In fact, most of my clients this year have come from social media outreach, consistent, organic outreach. Remember, consistency is super key here. Which leads me to number 3. Being passionate about the people you want to serve. Why? What's the passion in your? What's the purpose? What's holding you? What's moving you forward? Sorry, not what's holding you. What's moving you forward? What helps you stay in the game? What helps you show up no matter what? What keeps you motivated to keep on going, even when things don't look like they're so great, even when things don't look like they're working the way you expected? right? So we often put a lot of expectations on the way things should be, especially on the online world. We expect it to happen faster. But if you watched one of my previous videos where I spoke about relationships and how important that is in business, even online, especially online, because without building relationships, we're not going to have trust. And if we don't gain trust, then people are not so likely to buy from us. Good morning, Florian. Blessings, blessings. So what's your story? What motivates you? For me, what motivates me is seeing skilled and professional well-being experts, transformational coaches, wellness coaches, health experts, reaching clients and creating an impact because they have valid information, skills, tools, techniques that empower us on the daily. And if I didn't have these people throughout my life, I don't know where I'd be right now. So yeah, for me that is what motivates me. In fact, it pains me to see highly skilled professionals who are not reaching out and who are just struggling in the background to get clients. It's a disservice to the people that need their help to move forward. So what is it that keeps you to stay consistent even when things don't look great? It is hard. It is hard to keep motivated and on track without trying to catch all the shiny objects that the internet throws at you. Is even harder, especially when you are not getting the results. Now, this shiny object syndrome, I am guilty of it completely. This is what held me back so much. The fact that I didn't put in the money, I didn't invest in myself. I was expecting people to invest with me, but I wasn't being my ideal client. And the shiny object syndrome. Yes, there are so many great courses, so many great platforms, so many great challenges and freebies and webinars. The problem is that it's coming to you from all directions. So it's so easy to lose track. You know, you set your goals, you see something else, oh, that looks interesting, and you go for something else. You're not giving enough time to what you're doing to actually work. Remember, it's all about planting the seeds. Planting, watering, nurturing those seeds before they can start growing. It's about setting your roots. It's about setting your roots, gaining that confidence, staying consistent, and growing from there. If the passion is not there, if your purpose is not clear, if you don't remind yourself why you're doing this every single day, it is so easy to give up at any obstacle that comes your way, whether it's a tech-related challenge or whether it's a life obstacle or simply your mind playing games. It's so easy to throw in the towel. In fact, in a recent mastermind we held in my group, we spoke about this, and as we were helping someone through a situation that he was facing. And it was agreed between all members in that mastermind, if your passion and if your purpose for all of this, for all of what you're doing, doesn't almost bring a tear to your eye or a shiver down your spine, then something's up. And this is when we could easily give up on it, which is a pity because all of that work, all of that momentum would be lost. So this leads me to point number 4. So 1, we spoke about finding your authentic business flow, understanding and accepting where you are on the entrepreneurial journey. Remember, stop comparing yourself to others. Find out how they got there rather than what they're doing now to grow even more. That might be more wise of a question. Being passionate and purpose-led, really remembering each and every day why you're doing what you're doing. This keeps you motivated. This keeps you on track. This keeps you focused on tasks that are going to matter in your business and not on tasks that are not going to bring in the money, basically, or serve. Okay, we always want to be serving. And this leads me to the 4th one. And it might be hard to chew, but get over yourself. Why do I say this? Let go of that belief that you hate self-promotion. I don't like to market myself. I don't like to promote myself. It is not about you. If you are so clear on your purpose and your passion, if you are so clear on who you want to serve and why that is important, this will help you get over yourself. This is what motivates me to come up. This is what gives me the confidence to show up. If it's all about me, I will never be doing this, because the limiting belief and the self-doubt and the imposter syndrome will catch up with me. I have them too. This is not something unique to one person. We all have it. It all shows up in different ways, and we all tackle it in different ways. But when I remind myself about why I'm doing this, this helps me move forward. This helps me lead from the heart. This helps me show up as I am, my real authentic self, no bells and whistles, no fancy schmancy. It's about showing up. It's about serving. So this is what I said in point number 1 or number 2 about not doing the marketing because it's not something. Oh, number 1, in finding your authentic business flow, not doing the marketing yourself and trying to hand it over to someone else. You can. There are certain parts of your marketing that you can easily outsource, whether it's a one-time project-based or an assistant or whatever. The time will come when you can do that, when you can't manage it by yourself. But that person is not going to show up for you. Your clients, your prospects want to work with you. You are the ones with the skills. You are the one with the know-how and the expertise. So if you don't show up, you are not building that trust. You are not connecting with these people, with your audience, with your prospect clients. People pay you for your skills, they pay you for your expertise, they pay you for your experience. So you better be giving them reason to get to know you, like you, and trust you. It's basic, like universal law. It is not rocket science. I didn't invent the rules. It is simple. We like to work with people we can trust. When you start treating marketing, now listen up to this. When you start to treat marketing as part of your business and not a separate, tedious Japanese, maybe some of you know Japanese, but I clearly don't, task. When you start communicating from the heart and connecting with your audience and effectively nurturing them, and when you start to use marketing to serve and add value with messages and stories that meet your prospect clients at the right time and in the right places, then sales become superfluous. That is what embodying marketing is all about. Really turning your marketing as part of your service, moving it from a space of icky, pushy sales to a space of serving. There's a video somewhere in my page. You can go and have a look at it. I think it's a snippet from one of my masterclasses within my group, where I spoke about content that sells, that serves, content that serves, not sells. Okay, so keep that in mind. You use the tools that I can teach you in my programs to help you create the content that connects and strategies that turn your audience into paying clients. But first, I need you to understand, and I need you to believe that when you shift that perception, when you shift that mindset of marketing being something separate to marketing being the tool to serve that impact you want to create, then that's when you can start implementing strategies. Florian, thank you for your vulnerability and sharing your limiting beliefs. I just got nervous creating my first TikTok. How is that going, TikTok? Passion to get my services out there in perfect progress. Yes, Florian, we're all on a learning curve, and yes, the limiting beliefs and self-doubts, they show up. Man, I'm no different. I am no different. So this leads me to the next point. Once you've embodied that, once you've understood that, once you're ready to use marketing to serve, now our fifth point is the direction and clarity. You need a roadmap. You need a somewhat plan. It's great to work intuitively, but without the structure and the framework behind it, it can turn into chaos, or it can turn into inconsistency, because let's face it, sometimes we're going to have bad days. Yesterday, I was so tired. I didn't sleep the night before because I'm such a nerd. I was super excited for this new program that I'm that I'm participating in. You see, I am investing. I am always a student of somebody. But I just connected. Can I show up? Can I serve? No matter what today? And the answer was yes. So I went with it. I did not cancel. So how do you gain that direction and clarity? What's your roadmap? What's your basic plan to build an audience and turn them into interested leads and paying clients? What's your plan? Once you've put the message out there, once you've created, you're connecting, you're creating relationships, all well and good. Now, what is the next step? You need to convert them. You need to convert them into clients. At the end of the day, that is when the real impact is going to start happening, right? When you're actually serving them, when they become your paying clients. That's when the true transformation happens. That's when you really give them all of your expertise and skills and strengths. So when you make connections, what is the next step? How do you nurture them? Is there a space where they can continue learning from you? Is there a space where they can continue to get to know you better? Some people use groups. I love groups. They're amazing. Amazing opportunity to continue building relationships, to continue giving value. There are some people, maybe it depends on your business, maybe groups is not your thing. We find another space. Some people work better with email marketing. I work best in Facebook groups. It's really this year. And the next question is, are you pre-qualifying your potential leads? So once you make a connection, are they a match? Based on what you know about them, based on your values, based on what you have to offer, based on their struggles and their desires, are they a match for your business? If yes, then how do you continue to build that relationship? Do you have an offer right now that can help them? Maybe a low risk offer, a low value in terms of monetary value offer that can help them with one thing right now, that will give them the confidence to trust you to take the next level with them, to go on that journey with them, to be their guide, their mentor, their coach, whatever name you go by. So what is your current offer? Who is it for? Why is it important to them? I see is that a lot of people have that offer, but they're not making the offer. And this takes me back to yesterday's video when I say, like, do you have your offers on your website and you're just miraculously waiting for people to land on that page and make the phone ring and your inbox suddenly flooded with requests? Are you actually presenting your offer? If you already have built your audience, if you already have warm leads, are you presenting your offer? How often are you presenting your offer? Is it like once a month and hoping that they would have seen that? Maybe. Or are you consistently talking about it? So I'll just recap that. Number one, finding your authentic flow. Okay, we spoke about skills and strengths and values and how that shows up in your business. Number two, understanding and accepting where you are on that entrepreneurial journey. Remember, stop comparing yourself and understand what you need right now in your level of business. Number three, what's your purpose and what's your passion? Is it strong enough to actually move you forward and not give up on the first or second obstacle? Number four, get over yourself. Remember, this is about serving. It's not about self-promotion. It's about serving. And if you don't serve, if you don't promote, if you don't talk, if you don't show up, you are doing a disservice to the people that you can be serving. And you're also doing a disservice for your own self, your own dreams, your own needs, your own desires. Maybe you want to upskill. You want to do that professional development course. You want to, whatever, get a new certification. You want to go traveling. You want to provide your kids education. Maybe you have a social cause that you would love to contribute, but it's difficult for you right now. What is your purpose? What is going to motivate you each and every single day? And how are you going to remind yourself about that? And finally, number 5, your roadmap, direction, clarity, strategy, whatever you want to call it. Do you have a clear process of making new connections, nurturing them, and turning them into clients if they qualify? Not everyone is going to be our client. So this leads me to introduce you. Oh wow, I've been speaking for 30 minutes. This leads me to introduce you with Embody Marketing with Ease, which is going to be a group program starting in February. And it's an 8-week intensive that's going to guide you through simple processes to help you grow your audience, create content that connects at an emotional level, craft offers that convert into sales and clients, give you the tips and the tricks on social media tools. So we'll eliminate all of the overwhelm. I want to keep it simple. I want you to make sure you're showing up and consistently giving value and selling in the most authentic way that is within your skill set, that is within your ability. I will be pushing you to get out of your comfort zone, but not in a way that is misaligned. Okay. And of course, we will be tackling marketing mindset and business mindset all the way through. I will make sure that you are supported daily, all of the 8 weeks. You will be supported. You will have me in the Facebook group Monday to Friday, access to me in the Facebook group, peer-to-peer support. We already have an amazing wellness and Ayurveda coach who signed up. And I know we're going to have so many beautiful and skilled professional coaches and experts in this field. Sharing of ideas, again, that peer-to-peer support, asking for advice. Every day we're going to have an interaction. And possible collaboration between members. I'm open for that. I want you to end this program feeling more confident and having a clear direction for the next actionable steps that you can take to grow, to build and grow your business. Your heart-led conscious business. This is what it's all about. Being aligned and being able to reach out from the heart. In addition, for those who pay in full, I will also be offering a one-to-one strategy call session and access to the Marketing Mindset Masterclass, which is happening tomorrow on the 17th of December at 2 p.m. Central European time. This masterclass is definitely going to give you a head start and start gearing you up for success in 2021. So this is the reason why I'm doing it in December, and I would love to see you over there. So if you sign up after the 17th of December, you will also get access to the replay of the Marketing Mindset Masterclass, which happens on the 17th. So the early bird discount is going to end on 31st of December of 397 euros, and it will go up by around 200 euros from the 1st of Jan. So if you want to save that 200 euros, I think you should be taking action sooner than later. I am open to payment plans. All you need to do is ask for it. Just ask. Just ask for it. I will provide you with a payment plan that is also possible. I am making it as easy and as accessible as possible to make sure that we get the right people into this group. We're going to have a safe space, which is all going to be about growing, learning, and supporting each other. There will be opportunity to do like some kind of hot seat style. We will have business strategy sessions, which will be purely that. You come in with your questions. We help you with any challenge that you're facing, whether it's in the task or assignments that I have put into the training sessions, or if anything else is coming up in your business that you need support with, we will help you out. So yeah, we will have 8 weekly calls, 4 business strategy sessions, hot seat style, so you get full attention. These will go on for as long as they need, even if they run into my nighttime. So this would be really dedicated for you. And again, one-to-one strategy session with me to give you a clear direction moving on after the program, or if you need that before we can do so. And replay or access, depending if you sign up today or tomorrow morning, for the Marketing Mindset Masterclass. So I hope to see some familiar faces in tomorrow's session. We do have 4 spaces left. I have capped it at 10 people, no more. So please take advantage of that. And in the meantime, I wish you all an amazing week. It's Wednesday, is it? Yes, I'm a bit lost with days this week. And every success in your business. Remember, consistent action. That's all it takes, really and truly. Don't overcomplicate things. Just start showing up. And if you're having issues with that, this is what I want to be tackling in tomorrow's session in the Marketing Mindset Masterclass. So if these are something that you're interested in, if there's something you want to know more about, if you have any questions, just send me a message and we will talk about it. So bye for now.